is cooking with the best of the best.
Yes, and absolutely. I'm cooking today with a retired principal. His name is Doug Pierson, and Doug won a pretty big contest. Tell us about it.
The Taste of Rhode Island, the Rhode Island Show sponsored the Taste of Rhode Island recipe contest, and I won that. And I went to Newport and I cooked with Lily down there.
That's right. She had mentioned something earlier that you guys were cooking together, and how intrigued she was about the food that you were making. She was quite surprised, but pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
So tell us what we're making today.
Well, today we're making creamy chicken pesto pasta.
Okay.
With bow tie pasta. So we've got chicken breasts, boneless and skinless chicken breasts.
Now, do we need to pound these down?
No.
No.
No, these don't need to be pounded. They're just.
Okay.
I did butterfly them, so they're only half the thickness that they were when I bought them.
I see.
And then to that we'll add some cream of chicken soup, some pesto, and some milk. Okay. And then cook that down, and when that's all done, we'll add the bow tie pasta to it.
Now, when we talk about cooking it, we're going to be cooking it in the pan first.
Yes.
And we're going to be doing that with olive oil, and it looks like you got a little butter here. Unsalted butter? Or is it salted?
That's unsalted.
That's unsalted butter. So you're going to put the, just run me through it real quick. You put the chicken on first, and then what are we going to add next?
Then when that's all browned, then we'll add all three of the milk, the pesto, and the cream of chicken soup.
Great.
Cook that for about 5 minutes till it cooks down, and then we add the bow tie pasta until that warms up.
That's fantastic. Now, is this truly a sauce, a pan, a cooking experience, or does this go into the oven at any time?
Then it's all done once it heats up in the pan.
So you don't have to put anything in the oven?
No.
All done in a pan?
Yes.
Beautiful. We're going to start it in the next segment when we come back.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
Super. Thank you. Back to you guys.
I sure am, Cordy, and I have to say this is a great dish that we're making because it's kind of comfort food and it's something everybody is familiar with, chicken, pasta, but we're doing it in a new way. But before we get to this dish, I want to talk, you and I first met at the Taste event at the Newport Yachting Center, and at that time you shared with me that sometimes cooking was difficult for you because you suffered from Parkinson's disease, and I know that it was tricky sometimes to even chop up some of the ingredients. But you recently underwent a very new, innovative surgery to help correct that. Tell me about it.
Since the last time we cooked together, there's been 2 surgeries.
Okay.
One was deep brain, where they went 4 inches into the brain with electrodes.
Wow.
And then they had wires come down the back of my neck, and then they put in like pacemaker devices with batteries in them. And then the batteries will send charges to the brain, which stimulates the cells that make the dopamine and takes away the Parkinson's.
How has it worked?
It's worked wonderfully. The first, right after the first surgery, there's a honeymoon period where the brain swells because of the trauma, and that causes pressure on the area of the brain that makes the dopamine, and so it was making the dopamine. And just in the last week or so, the tremors have come back, but they haven't turned the batteries on yet. That's gonna, as a matter of fact, that happens today. I'm going to get my batteries turned on, and that should stop all the tremors and everything.
You're going to be like the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah. 2 days after the brain part of the surgery, I was out running.
You're kidding me.
No.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I was out of the hospital in less than 24 hours.
And so you feel okay now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you have to come back and tell us after they turn on the batteries how you're really feeling, because I'm actually very excited to hear how this goes for you, because it was such a pleasure to meet you, and I know that cooking for you has been such a passion of yours since you left your position as principal of Wakefield Elementary, was it?
Peacedale
Elementary, that's right. Yeah. Well, we're going to start cooking up this chicken and bow tie pasta in just a minute. For now, though, the recipe and ingredients are online at foxprovidence.com. And the likelihood is you have all these ingredients in your cupboard already. So we're going to get cooking in just a second. For now, though, over to you guys. Welcome back to the Rhode Show. This morning in the kitchen, we are making a creamy chicken bow tie pasta concoction here that is actually would have been a perfect meal for yesterday with all the snow that we had. Something that sticks to your ribs. But in any case, the snow is coming again, so we should be ready. Tell me about this.
Well, I've cooked up the chicken. I've browned it nicely, and then we put in the. Do you want to put the chicken soup in?
The obligatory. This is kind of a staple for any chicken and pasta dish, right? Is the cream of chicken soup?
Yeah, that's what makes it so creamy.
Now, is that a concentrate?
No.
No, it isn't. Okay.
No.
What kind of? Because you would add water to this, right? If you're making a soup, or
if you're making.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was a concentrate, because it was so thick.
What's next?
And that's the pesto.
This is the pesto. Okay. Now, you were telling me, Doug, that you actually grow basil at home, right?
Yes. I really have an extensive herb garden. And if I had more time, I would be making my own pesto.
Well, tell us what's in your pesto. You were saying it's an easy thing to do.
It's just basil, pine nuts, and oil, olive oil.
Very simple.
And then this is the milk that goes in.
This is kind of like, correct me if I'm wrong, kind of like a hobby for you, no?
Yes.
Because you were a principal, school principal for how long?
27 years.
And what school?
Peacedale was my last school. I was in education for 34 years.
Wow.
Taught at the ACI for a while.
Well, got to be careful there.
That's quite an experience, huh?
Yeah.
Give them a meal they don't like, you could be in trouble.
So tell me a little bit about how cooking did become a hobby for you.
Because with the Parkinson's, I had to stop work about 2.5 years ago, and with time on my hands, I started watching the cooking show and
the Food Network. You can say it. Yeah.
And looking at magazines and that kind of stuff, and I just started trying things out that I'd never tried before.
Tell the people the recipe you made when we cooked together.
South County scrumptious shrimp scampi.
It was very scrumptious, I have to say. All right, so how long will this cook now?
Now this will. Did
I stir it enough? I don't even know.
Yeah, we can add the pasta to it, and then it's just until the pasta gets heated through.
I love that because this is one pan cooking. Everything's in a single pan.
Yeah, you can't beat it. That's why I asked him earlier, was this something that was going to have to go into the oven and, sauteed a little bit here? And no, I mean, everything goes into the pan, which is great.
And the cleanup is easy, too, which is nice.
The one that I did prepare is in the oven.
Okay.
But that's just
so we've got two of them here.
That's merely for the magic of television.
Because, we got a lot of people that... Trust me, people don't even know work in this building come down after the cooking segment's done.
That is very true. People we've never seen before. As a matter of fact, I think we open the doors and we just let anybody who's wandering by come in to taste the food. But now, Doug, am I just going to kind of mix this all together?
Yeah, that just continues to mix.
Yeah, maybe you can get some of that. Now, do you want to cut the chicken up at all, or do you want to leave it in the breast size?
What I do is, because I butterflied the breast, if you do it so that one piece is a little thicker than the other piece, the thinner piece makes it into chunks underneath, and the thicker piece stays as one piece.
I see.
So you can serve four people.
So you got the best of both worlds going.
Yes.
Super.
I love that. Well, why don't we plate this up? Vince, I'm going to pass you a set here, and maybe this spoon will be the best scoop.
That'd be great. We got a little cheese here to go as well.
Oh, yes, there's Parmesan cheese.
And one of the things that I love, we have all the recipe ingredients on foxprovidence.com, but one of the things that I love is this is cooking for everyone who's in your family. You can just make a huge batch of this. It keeps really well in the fridge for over the week.
Oh, yeah, this would reheat well, I would assume,
It does.
And you probably have all of these ingredients. I've got cream of chicken soup and a little bit of chicken breast. I think I got a bow tie pasta stuck somewhere in my pantry. So this is one of those things that you probably already have, and you thought, how would I put all these things together? And here it is.
There you go.
I'll give this to you.
All right. Am I going to put this on here, or do you?
No, put it
on mine.
Make yourself a plate.
All right. Let me see.
Yeah, try this. This is good.
Now, before Doug was saying, the outsides, because it was in the oven, got a little crispy. I said, and he said, stay away from that. I said, I actually like the crispy bits.
Yeah, I kind of do myself.
All right, I'm going to take a little taste.
A little more than al dente, but that's okay.
And I have to tell you, this is great because this is like one of the times that we actually get to taste the food in concert here before throwing over to Michelle.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's delicious. And you're right. Creamy and delicious, just like the title. Doug, thanks so much for being here.
Well, thanks for letting me come.
That pesto really comes through.
It does.
Very nice.
And Doug, will you keep in touch with us once you are the Energizer Bunny? We want to hear all about it, okay?
I will. I'm getting the batteries turned on today at 3:30.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
All right. Michelle, this time yesterday, it was a complete mess. What a difference 24 hours makes, right?
A much easier day today, not only for the